Hello everyone, it's Charlton. I wanted to update you on this active shooter hostage situation in Napa Valley, California. It is still ongoing, and I've learned more about it. I'll try to just give you as much as I've read. You know, the Washington Post, Chicago Tribune is the most recent, and they still have not made contact with the gunman. You know, they know his identity. They're not revealing that. He does have 3 hostages right now. They're employees of an organization called the Pathway Home. And it's located on the Yountville Veterans Facility home. But Pathway Home is a different, separate organization. It's like a 501(c) nonprofit for people suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. And so, I mean, one of the things that I read was from somebody, Larry Kramer, whose wife is an employee of that organization. She was there when the gunman came in. Before I get to that real quick, and the details are not completely clear. So, I mean, the shots, this began around 10:30 a.m. this morning. We're now talking about 8 o'clock East Coast time, so it's 5 o'clock in California. 10:30, shots were fired, and within 4 minutes, the Napa County Sheriff's Department deputy arrived there, and that person actually, the deputy, exchanged fire with the gunman back and forth. The deputy wasn't injured, but you know, so that's I believe the extent of the shots fired so far. You know, some shots that rang out, you know, and which triggered a call to the Napa County Sheriff's Department as, you know, a report of shots fired. Deputy there in 4 minutes. And the deputy literally, you know, came in contact with the gunman and exchanged gunfire, but the deputy wasn't hurt. Okay, so Larry Kramer said his wife, Devereaux Smith, who's a fundraiser for Pathway Home, told him the gunman, they had some kind of going away party for 2 employees that were going, you know, I don't know, going away or something like that, and having like a private staff meeting going away party. And his wife told him over the phone that the gunman slipped quietly into an employee going away party and staff meeting at the home, and you know, his wife, I think immediately noticed the gun, and she was able to get out of there, you know, escape. But the gunman's reportedly permitted some people to leave, but retained three hostages, and those 3 are employees of the Pathway Home. I saw one report where one of the hostages was named as the executive director. I forget her name. I'll get to it in a second. So, and the wife, Devereaux Smith, of this person, Larry Kramer, who spoke to the Associated Press, she's still in lockdown in the dining facility of one portion of that home or something like that. But she's away from the gunman, but she's not permitted to leave. So, because this is a state facility, the California Highway Patrol has assumed investigative jurisdiction over it. However, there are several agencies, you know, on the scene, and I think there's a massive police presence by this point. I think the FBI is trying to negotiate with the government, but they have, by most accounts, they have not made any contact with the gunman, not through his cell phone, which they have, and or through the landlines of the facility, and he's just not responding at this point. So the reports were of 10 to 30 shots fired. The Napa County Sheriff, John Robertson, knows who the suspect is. Again, Pathways Home treats people with PTSD, and reportedly he was in the program for the last year or so, and he was asked to leave. So there's an issue there, I think. One of the hostages are employees, including the executive director, Christine Lober. And the Pathway House or Home, their website was linked on the Fox News story, and I followed it there. There's not a lot there other than it's, you know, who we are and stuff like that, but they have a Facebook page, and there's a little bit more there. And this person, Christine Lober, the executive director, she's pictured in several places. She's the executive director, but she's one of the 3, according to one report, that's being held hostage right now. So the suspect had been in the program since last year and was asked to leave the program. According to radio transmissions, the suspect was wearing a stash of bullets around his neck and waist. Many shots were fired. An Army veteran who works at the facility, Bob Sloan, who's 73 years old, and he works at the Holmes TV station. I guess the facility's so large that they have their own sort of closed circuit TV. He was talking to reporters. A coworker came in and said they heard 4 shots. He immediately announced this over the facility's TV station to announce to everybody to take shelter. And he was saying that people are definitely starting to get worried because it's taking so long. This is going on from 10:30 to 5. We're talking 7-8 hours. I mean, it's definitely getting concerning. People are starting to get concerned because it's been going on for so long. We said some other things too, but I think I'll just stop there. But it's still active. I mean, it's definitely it's crazy. And I'll just keep you updated as I learn more. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.